Okay, guys, this is part 3 of sales journey with RockGrow, where we will be gonna understand about HubSpot CRM. Though HubSpot has a lot of features, but we're gonna focus on these top features, that is how to add contacts on HubSpot, how to create email templates on HubSpot, how to send emails using HubSpot, how to add notes. What I mean by notes, for example, you had a telephonic conversation with a client that you make a note of, that you want you to, someone who can remind you that this is the conversation which you had at this particular date and time. So you can add some notes, you can set some tasks. Client said you to call him next week, then you need someone who can remind you calling you the client next week. So you can set tasks for yourself, that I need to call him next week. Then some of the filters to filter out some of the irrelevant contacts, and then get the relevant context only. Let me show you how to do everything practically. The first feature that we need to explore is adding contact. So adding contact on HubSpot is very much easy. First of all, you need a contact. Our target audience are basically the placement cell representatives of different colleges, and in order to do lead generation of those placement cell representatives, very much easy. All you need to do is to add a college name. For example, let's do the mining of CGC Landra. So all you need to do, in addition to the college name, all you need to do is to add this keyword placement cell. Very much important, because if you don't do that, what eventually will happen, you will basically get the website that is the main website of that college, and you basically then need to navigate and then find the relevant details. So in order to get a shortcut, what you can do, you can add that keyword placement cell here. Hence, what eventually will happen, you will directly get the information from this page only. Now it may happen that in most of the cases you will get the contact details very easily, but in some cases you need to do some research. For example, in this case, if we see, we have the contact placement cell phone number and email ID only. So it may happen in some cases they have already provided the email ID, only the email ID they have provided. So in that cases, what you can do is to get their email ID, get their phone number, and then save that contact in HubSpot. But again, don't do it that much easily. Try if you can navigate some of the portion of website and see if you can find the concerned details. For example, this is the institution sector, this is the exploration. Okay, so this is the placement section. See if you can get some concerned details from these tabs. For example, let's see what they have covered on this particular page. So if you basically open this particular page, then if you scroll down, then you will be able to find the concerned person contact details. Now it may happen some cases that you may not get the contact details in the very first try. So in those cases you may need to go to some additional website links as well. So pretty much easy, you have got the contact details. Now all you need to do is to copy their name, create contact. You have copied the name, paste it here, then you have their email ID as well, paste it here. Now what this is doing, this is trying to find out if a similar contact already exists in your HubSpot CRM, so that no duplicacy should be there. This is the power of this HubSpot CRM. It may happen in Excel that we have some duplicate contacts, but in HubSpot you will not have that. So for example, this is already a contact in HubSpot. So let me, just for demonstration purpose, let me just open this in a separate tab. And for this demonstration purpose, to walk you through some of the how to add a contact in HubSpot, let me just basically change the email ID. So instead of .in, let me type .com, just for the demonstration purpose. Okay, so you have the name with you. I'm not gonna save this particular contact because we already have the contact. So you have the job title here, and then the question is how to find the LinkedIn link. So next section we have is to add a LinkedIn link of this person. Very much easy. All you need to do is to copy this, add their college name CGC, and then add the keyword LinkedIn. Just like we added the keyword placement cell in order to find the placement cell representative, same way you can get the LinkedIn link by adding the professor, the concerned person name, the college name, and then the keyword LinkedIn. Post you do that, you need to copy this particular link and then add it here. You need to verify as well that this link is basically for the Professor Himani Sood only. So till the time it is getting loaded, so let's fetch the other details as well. So you can leave this as blank. Lead status, you can leave this as a default subscriber, you can leave this as a lead source. So here you need to add the company name is basically the college name. So also you need to verify the LinkedIn link that you have fetched is for Imanu Sood or not. So it's bit hard to verify that this basically, LinkedIn link belongs to the Himani Sood or not. So in these cases, what you can do is basically exclude the link, and then you can basically either do some more research and see if you can find the correct link, because there's no reason to add an incorrect link. So then you need to hit on create contact. I'm not going to do that because this is an invalid email. Instead of that, let me show you the contact that gonna create it. So this sort of contact will get created. Post you do that, you have the first name, you have the last name, you have the LinkedIn link, you can do some more research, you have the email, you have the phone numbers, contact owner. If you create that contact, the contact owner would be you. Last contacted, what this mean? So I contacted this person in 14th August 2020. Okay, then lead status, lead source is something you can leave them as blank, or you can add some lead status as well. For example, this is a fresh lead, so you can write it as in progress. If someone says that I am not interested in this, then you can say them as unqualified. And then if someone is not picking up the phone, not responding to your messages, then you can say that as attempted to contact. And if someone says that yes, we have the webinar already with you guys, or I'm very much interested in having the webinar, and you can mark them as closed post we have the session with them. Okay, last we have basically their company name. So this is all about the contact, how to create a contact and what are all the contact fields we have. Second, that is basically important for you guys. If you want to go to the contact page again, all you need to do is to go click on this contact, and then you will be navigated to this particular window. Okay, second feature that you need to be understood of is basically the email templates. Though HubSpot has a lot of features, but not all the features are of relevance to you. And if you would like to learn more about it, then you can let me know. I can teach you personally, but I will prefer you guys to restrict yourself to only those particular features which are of prime importance. So this is the section where you can basically make some email templates. So gone were the days where you need to write each and every email manually. So using HubSpot, you can create some email templates that you can easily send someone when you need to. For example, I've already created this particular email template. This is the first email that I usually send to the concerned persons. For example, I have used some personalized search here. Let me show you how I can basically prepare this. First of all, this is the template name, a recall, so that you can recall what sort of email is this. And then the subject, it can be customized. I usually extract these contacts post LinkedIn conversation, so I usually say further to LinkedIn conversation. For example, you had the telephonic conversation, then you can say further to the telephonic conversation, and then the company name. Here you need to basically, on emails we need to write emails name of that concerned person manually. And what you can do, after hi, you can go to this personalized section. Then you can say HubSpot, you know what, post hi, always add the person first name. So what gonna HubSpot gonna do is automatically fetch the first name of the contact that you have saved and gonna add it here. Then you can basically customize the body. Instead of thanks for sharing the email ID, you can say thanks for your time over the call if you had a call with them. If they just provided you the email ID, maybe via LinkedIn messages, then you can write thanks for sharing the email ID. And then this goes like the way we have already prepared this, because what eventually will happen, this is the same para you can understood. In this second para, as you can see, I have used another personalized search, that our mission at Rocker is to bring contact company name. What will happen here they will automatically fetch and add CGC Landra here, and then students name to the 2% list. So this is the power of personalization that we can bring. This is a link to download the brochure, so they can easily, by clicking on this link, can download the brochure. Same goes for other templates as well, same goes for other sort of personalization as well. You can do some other personalization in terms of this. So these are the statics value, these are the basically the static value which HubSpot can easily pick from the contact of that person. Picking up first name is very much easy, picking up the company is very much easy, because we have just feed it in the HubSpot contact details. Okay, you can go through the other templates as well, more or less are in the similar line. So other features that you need to take care of is basically how to send a message to a contact. Okay, let's see, the latest contact that we have is of Mr. Mriginder Singh. Let's see how to basically send a email to them. So the features that we're going to discuss is basically how to send email, how to create email template that you have understood, how to send emails, how to add notes, how to set tasks, and how to use filter section. Okay, so next feature we have is how to send emails. Very much easy. For just make sure you have these field handy, because we have in our email templates these field fixed. You must have the person first name and you must have the person company name here. So you need to just go to the email section, you need to click on this create email. Post you do that, you need to go to this template section. Then this is the first email that we usually do. This is the follow-up email that goes as a second message. Okay, so let's see, first service, first outreach. So what eventually will happen, the complete email will be here. Hi Mr. Mringinder, thanks for sharing the email ID. As discussed, we are associated with these colleges as per the report by Workopolis, blah blah blah, and this is the college name that I told you. It's gonna automatically fetch the company name, and then the services. Here's the link to download brochure. If someone click on this, a brochure will get downloaded, and then this. So you have two options. Either you can send this message later, for example, to as currently the 10:20 p.m. What you can do, you can either customize it, for example tomorrow at 11 a.m, something like that. I'm gonna do it for tomorrow at 1 p.m. I'm gonna hit schedule. So what eventually will happen, tomorrow at 1 p.m this email gonna go to Mr. Bringinder. So this is how you can use the feature of sending email. Pretty much easy. All you need to do is to go to the create email, then template, then pick the template, and then bingo, done. Nothing, you need not to do anything manually. I've already done everything in the backend. Now for example, post sending the email, you can add a note that Mr. Mringinder, during the conversation with Mr. Mringinder, he said that send me email, and then you can call me next week. Okay, so this is something you can add in the note section. And then he asks you to call you next week, you need to go to the task section, and then you can set here the task, call Mr. Bringinder, and then he said you in next week. For example, he might have told you, let's say that call me on Monday in 3 business days. So call me around 11 a.m. And then this is a place where your email ID would get reflected. And then if you hit save task, then basically you will get a notification in your email from HubSpot that you need to call Mr. Mriginder at 11 a.m. At 11 a.m you will get this notification. So this is the feature of emails, the notes, and the task. Meeting is not of your relevance as if now, and these section, deals, tickets, attachments are not of your relevance. Okay, last we have is the filter section. Let me walk you through what is there in the filter section. Again, we need not to play with all the filter section that we have, but yes, let me walk you through some of the important ones. For example, in some cases, as I told you, it may happen that you may not get the concerned person phone numbers, you may not get the concerned person's name. Okay, for example, you planned that today's Monday, let's call all the persons that I have basically added in my HubSpot CRM in last week. Okay, what you need to do is to go to this contact owner and then pick your name here. So here currently you can see we have two members, Paramjeet and Jatin. Let me see that I want to contact my contact that has been assigned to me, that is Jatin, here in the contact owner section. And then there are some contacts where we do not have the phone number, so I don't want to waste my time here. So what I did, I go to this phone number section and I told HubSpot that only give me the contacts where basically the phone number is available. Okay, and also I want only those contact where the company name is there as well. So eventually what will happen, you will only got you will get those contact details where you have the company name, we have the phone number, where you have the contact owner as yourself. So what you can do, basically you can call them, you can open this particular contact side by side. So post you have a conversation with Mr. Mringinder, maybe on Monday you called him, Mr. Mringinder was busy, and he asked you to call me on Friday. So what you can do, basically you can open this particular contact and then you can again add notes that I called this person today, but he was busy and he asked me to call on Friday, and then you can basically set another task for you or for Friday. So this is how you can use the filter section. This is how you can use notes, emails, and task section. And then you can in the conversation template section, you can create some email templates for you as well. If you would like to do some editing in the existing templates, then you can create a new template or a duplicate copy of that. So this is about the HubSpot features. Again, HubSpot is rich of a lot of features, but the important features I have elaborated to you guys.